Hi, it's Dave here at E3 for Logitech G, and I'm joined by Matt, who's just been to see the amazing Resident Evil 2 remake. Now, we're really big fans of Resi 7 and Resident Evil 1 remake here. So Matt, what's new? What does it do?
That's a really good place to start, actually, because it does feel like the halfway house between those two things. So if you played the first Resi remake, you're going to get exactly what you want from this. So it has the same kind of heft to it. It still feels quite heavy, feels quite old school. You're going to be looking in drawers, trying to search for that handgun ammo, looking at your map, trying to find all the different kind of things that unlock doors and things like that. But visually and almost sort of tonally as well, it does feel a little bit like Resident Evil 7. It's quite a sort of a slick, nasty-looking game. There's a lot of dark corridors full of things popping out, and so if you like that kind of really grimy element of Resident Evil 7, you're also probably going to quite like this as well. And that kind of leads us to sort of an interesting place where it is halfway between those two games, and you are getting like an element of everything you see there, you're going to remember from Resident Evil 2. But it definitely feels different in quite a clever way.
Interesting. So it's not a play-by-play remake of Resi 2?
It's definitely not, but there are elements that you will remember and you'll recognise. So the best example I can give is, if you remember from the original Resident Evil 2, there's a bit after you meet the cop that dies in front of you, and you kind of get the key to go around the corner, and there's that really famous bit where you walk past a window and a licker kind of sort of slides past, and that is set up exactly how it was in the first Resident Evil 2. And when you get to that bit, you're expecting the licker and nothing happens. So the effect of that is like, well, where is the licker? Why isn't it there? And where have you put it now? So the whole thing kind of plays with your expectations in a really clever way.
That's great. So nothing's quite the same. So, there are surprises even if you're a massive fan. You've played the first, the original to death, right?
Yeah, exactly. And even right down to the characters you meet as well. So the very famous, looks like your party has been cancelled character you meet in the original Resident Evil 2, who gives you the key and sort of dies in front of you and then comes back as a zombie. It is quite an old game, so hopefully that's not a spoiler. He's in it, but in a completely different way. So you get that feeling of like, I know who you are, I remember you from the original game, but just not in exactly the same way. So like very similar to what you got in the first Resident Evil remake, and if you love that, there's probably a lot here that you're going to love.
Amazing. Now we think of Leon these days, sort of a bit of a badass from Resi 4, but we're back to original, first week on the job intern Leon, right?
Yeah, definitely, yeah, and you can see it reflected in every single thing that he does, because there's like a bit where he's going through this corridor full of dead bodies and slime and blood and death, and he's sort of G'ing himself up like a teenager, like, you've got this, Leon. So it's not the same Kennedy that we remember from Resi 4, where he's like suplexing zombies and kicking people's heads off and stuff. So there's definitely an element of him being a little bit nervous, but it just kind of feeds into this origin story. And also it's worth noting that it is still two stories. So they're completely separate. They don't quite interlock in the same way that the original game did, but you're getting both sides of that story. So you're going to see different elements of Raccoon City and the police station and stuff like that, which is, again, really exciting.
Watch out! I got it. You're safe. For now.
Thanks. That's great. Thank you very much, Matt. Well, it sounds like Resident Evil 2 is going to have some great scares and surprises for new fans and old. But Matt, most importantly, when are we going to be able to play it?
25th of January, and I cannot wait.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more great content across E3 from Logitech G.